I said in a previous video I was waiting to hit the wall because everything was going so well, and I was expecting to make videos of how terrible life was and how bad I was feeling. Well, I kind of had that experience last week, because it was not a very pleasant week, to be honest. The weekend ended okay, but the week was just, yeah, it was probably how I imagined that it was going to be from the start, if I'm honest. But as I'll go on and explain, I did learn a valuable lesson from it. But it just started off, I don't know, it just started off mediocre on a Monday, and then at the end of the day I said I was going to be honest to myself in these videos, so I'm going to be honest. I have let myself, I did let myself think that something was happening with the ex-girlfriend, and it just isn't. And that kind of all came crashing down around my ears on Monday night, Tuesday, and yeah, I don't know why I allowed myself to get into that situation, because I knew deep down inside it wasn't happening, but I just kind of, I don't know, I just clung on to things, and I said in the videos before I wasn't going to do that, and I've done it, and I'm so disappointed in myself, because it nearly led to me picking up a drink, and thank God I didn't, but I was close, and it was just horrible. And then the worst thing is, I didn't speak to anybody about it until I got to Thursday evening, and then I just spoke to my sponsor about it. And although he didn't tell me off, he just said, I need to not do that, I need to pick up the phone and speak to someone. Obviously I didn't want to share any of that in meetings, because she's in recovery and not everyone knows we were together, to be honest. Although we don't go into meetings together, but she knows people I know. So yeah, I just kind of bottled it all up, and that is like real alcoholic behaviour, and that's what leads to drinking. So it was just, yeah, it's just horrendous. But then when I spoke it through with my sponsor on Thursday, everything, and I got it off my chest, everything did seem to be okay. But then on Friday, I just rang my sponsor on the way home from work anyway, just to double down on that, really. So yeah, it was just horrible. It was kind of, like I said before, it was kind of how I imagined the whole journey was going to be up till that point. Just like real down days, and feeling sorry for myself and self-pity, and like let myself down for thinking something was happening that wasn't. And it's not her fault, it was all my fault. I just read between lines that weren't there, and yeah, just woeful, really. And I'm really disappointed in myself, because again, I just feel hurt all over again, and I need to stop doing it. I need to let go, and I'm honest with you, I'm massively struggling with that. So I need to kind of work on that big time, because yeah, it's just not, there's nothing there. There's nothing there from her. So, but that's a lie. It's not as though she like completely hates me, but she's happy. She's told me she's happy, and I need to accept that. It's just, yeah, it's just hard. And then, like I say, on them feelings before, I'd have just drank on them, and I can't do that. I can't let myself down and just sod it and drink. And I was dangerously close on 2 occasions, dangerously close. So I'm so pleased with myself that didn't happen, but I don't want to get even close to it. So like I say, on the Friday when I was feeling a bit down on the way home from work, I just rang my sponsor, and yeah, we just chatted that out, and then just spoke about our day, really, what we've been up to that point. And it again just makes such a difference getting it out in the open and off my chest. Yeah, so anyway, that was a massive lesson to learn. So, and again, I spoke to a few other people in the fellowship over the weekend about it, like men who I trust, and they've said exactly the same thing. And they said, even if I can't get with my sponsor, ring them. And yeah, so it is definitely something I will be doing going forward, because it's not been nice. I'm not going to lie to you, it's just not been nice. It's not been nice at all. yeah, it's probably been the toughest week so far. Well, not probably, it has been the toughest week so far, because the rest of the weeks, although I've been difficult-ish, they've not been like that. The problem is with it, I'm tired. I'm emotionally tired, and I'm just mentally and physically tired as well. Not sleeping very well, and these are all symptoms of coming off alcohol, I guess. But I have, speaking to other people, like, things do kind of subside after a month, and obviously I picked up my month chip on Tuesday, and that was the day that I nearly picked up a drink, and I just sat there thinking to myself, what are you doing? You're about to go to a meeting and pick a month chip up, you should be buzzing. And I just let everything pile on top of me, everything, and that's what happens, and that's when you drink, and yeah, it's just stupid. I just cannot let myself get to that point ever again. I've just got to speak to people. So yeah, it's not great. But then, like I say, after I got all that off my chest, it came to the weekend, and yeah, things kind of picked up a little bit. I started to perk up a bit because I'd got it off my chest, and I'm realising that part of my life's over, and I've got to shelve it with my drinking stage, I think, and just put it to bed and say it's over. I know it's easier said than done, and it definitely is easier said than done, but I have to bury it. But then, interestingly enough, out of the kind of blue, I messaged the ex-wife. She wasn't my wife, she's the mother of my child, and we was together for 17 years, so I think I used to refer to her as my wife, so I'm going to carry on doing that. So yeah, I mean, again, when we split up, that was, again, I've not gone into that chapter in my life. That was 4 years ago. I lost the house, I lost her, I lost my daughter for a little period, and then when I got her back, I was never really there, as I've already said. But then I met the girlfriend, and it probably sugar-coated over everything I was feeling when I lost all that, and so it was kind of, although I don't regret the time I spent with the ex-girlfriend, it definitely masked over the feelings I was feeling from losing the house and the ex-wife and living with the daughter and stuff. So kind of bittersweet moment, that, I guess. But anyway, yeah, so I'd gone out, hadn't I, to a club, and then my daughter mentioned her mum had gone to this day rave thing. So I know we haven't ever stopped speaking. We've always kind of been amicable and spoke when we need to speak, obviously, because we've got a daughter together. I'm not saying we've been like texting every week or anything, but we've been amicable. So I just messaged her just to ask her how it was, and then we just kind of got chatting, and then I just said if she ever fancied going for did she fancy going for a coffee at some time or a catch up? And she just said, yeah, sounds good, but she was busy for the next couple of weeks, so we're going to try and fit that in at some point, because it'd be nice to have a little catch up. I haven't actually seen her or spoke to her for a while anyway, so it'd be nice to have a little catch up, and there's a couple of things I could do with speaking to her about my daughter about, so yeah, it's kind of killed two birds with one stone. So that would be nice when it happens, if it happens. I mean, she might change her mind before then. So yeah, the video's probably not going to be a long one, because I've not really got a lot of things to say apart from I've just kind of buried myself away, and it was just absolutely shockingly terribly bad. And I need to learn, like I say, never to do that again. So yeah, I'm going to end the video there, I think, for this week, and I shall see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.